I did get an offer from Japan, which was kind of in the figures more than 20 LPA. Instead of taking a path into IT, I took a path into coaching. I put out one of my projects of my portfolio out on LinkedIn, and it was for the brand Paytm, and then Paytm responded. So I'm a computer science engineer graduate. But on this journey, when I was going through engineering, I was a very introvert kid. Right? So I'm very silent, very difficult to make friends with. And at that time, I decided to get mentored by somebody and take that help to build my skills. And I did that for about 2.5 to 3 years of my engineering journey. And that's when I found myself to be a little bit more confident. So post my engineering, actually, even though I had opportunities to go for placements, I did get an offer from Japan, which was kind of in the figures more than 20 LPA. But instead of taking a path into IT, I took a path into coaching and mentoring college kids after my graduation completion. So with the same company where I upskilled myself, I ended up becoming a coach for youth. And during this time, so I think we all know the time of Corona, the time of pandemic, we were forced to go digital. And we being a small team, I think, I was asked, could you handle the content on for our company on social media, right? So I had no idea about how to do it, but I started reading, I started researching, and I started doing something, experimenting. Some things would work, some things wouldn't work. And there came a phase where, I felt like, okay, I want to pursue this full time. And, I want to do this for a lot more brands. And that's when I felt I need to upskill myself. So I randomly Googled best content and copywriting course. And when I Googled this, I think a couple of sites came, and I think one of them was MyCaptain. So one of the major goals that I came with to MyCaptain was also that, build my skills, and with those skills be able to crack a good job. Our first captain was Captain Shruti, right? So she made sure that in the class only, did we get it or not, right? The way of teaching, or whether any of the other captains for that matter, we had Captain Sharon, Captain Akash, and all of them were in the class only made sure that we got it. From where I was to where I am right now is really different, right? And I would really put this because I think even for the job that I got right now, I had to do an assignment. The assignment included writing, an SEO blog, right? To write a social media caption. And prior to this course, I might have been able to write content, but it would never have been structured the way it is right now. So after I came to MyCaptain, I understood how to structure it. How do you put those words down? How do you research keywords? How many hashtags do you include? What kind of hashtags to include? The structure is what I felt. Even when I was giving my interviews, they said that your structure is very neat. One more thing that I really, really appreciated, and which has really helped me from MyCaptain, was a session that where we had our placement trainings, which was done to optimize your LinkedIn profile and add your portfolio there. I think that session was a key highlight for me, because the moment I did that, the kind of traction that came, the kind of opportunities that came was very different. And recently also, I think I put out one of my projects of my portfolio out on LinkedIn, and it was for the brand Paytm. And then Paytm responded, and I got connected with the Paytm social media team, and we had a conversation. And I think it would have never happened if I didn't have that portfolio to show. Definitely having a portfolio has helped me be more confident when I go out and communicate, that I'm not just saying I'm a content writer, that I have proof of work to show. And second, it has helped me bring in a lot more opportunities. Some person from our community only, so she sent out a message in the Slack group saying there's an opening in Bangalore. So I'm working at a company called FIDE right now as a technical content writer. The reason why I definitely would recommend MyCaptain is, one, for the captains. Right? They are so open to, even to the silliest doubt. They would, make sure that I understood. Second, that I really loved was, there would be days when, I would have some other commitments and I could not attend a live class. So I could always go back to the recording, watch it again, and then do my projects better. And I think one of the most important things after that would be placements. Right? The kind of support right from the very beginning, right? Making sure that what were my options, what are the things that I'm looking for. Even this, I definitely want to point this out. Because honestly, I have done courses elsewhere, but the thing that really stood out for me was when I was communicating with the placement head for me, was assigned for our batch. I think that was Oshika. And I was communicating with her. I told her that, okay, I have an interview, tomorrow. She immediately arranged a session with one of the captains, to help me and guide me with how can I be really well prepared for my interview. And so I definitely recommend for those who want to switch careers. And as I said, I came with zero knowledge, but I think anybody who would come from absolute beginner can do this course and really go out with being a full-fledged content and copywriter.